All right. Star Captain, Cappy, Seth Kabrinski. You've got quite a few problems on your belt today.
Indeed.
So let me list what's happened over the last few days, including yesterday. So there was a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a Comstar blackout. Then there was a Blakist invasion of terror. All quite bad. Yesterday, a number of strange situations happened in sequence, which has caught your attention. Mm-hmm. 1, your office was broken into. Your personal office on the base. Number 2, Alex Hellshorses checked out his light aerospace fighter without a listed flight plan. Took it to the Solaris International Spaceport, left without a listed flight plan, which, according to your research, you can't do on Solaris. It's illegal. Around the same time, 2 mechs were checked out of the stable with no listed, like they just decided they were going to the range. They never actually made it to the range. Several hours later, a clan dropship was apparently hit in orbit and its status is missing. For some reason, the radar technicians that were on duty lost communication with it and have not been able to get an orbital track on it. It's so weird how that happens. Yeah, anyway, they announced they would be retiring next week, the 2 of them, and getting jobs in the private sector for about 4 times as much money. Also, Alex Hellshorses has not been heard of since yesterday. And his fighter
has not
got lost on track as well.
Yeah.
And Adam Kaseki and Osman came back after their little outing, wherever they went to, thick as thieves, smiling and grinning the whole time, especially Osman, who literally couldn't keep a secret to save his life. As a response to that, Clan Diamond Shark has declared that given the attack on their property, they will be hunting for the Desga criminals. And given that on Solaris, if it's your territory, you're allowed to do whatever rulings you want. They've basically said that they will hunt the criminals the clan way, and that anyone who gets in their path will be treated as a criminal as well. So the Solaris Civic Council and the local nobility are all a little worried that the Diamond Sharks, well, they're not worried that Diamond Sharks will go overboard. They're worried that they will justifiably, like, the theft of a dropship is pretty bad.
Yeah. A regular Union class is somewhere in the range of 200 million C-bills. So a C class is probably double, if not triple that.
Well, I mean, it's only worth Kabrinski work credits, right? Does it really have a material value? And
Sure.
It does, because it's better in every way.
Yeah. It definitely has a C-bill value for sure. Okay. So, before we get into that, since Seth is now stable champion.
It's true, he is. You want to do some mech reassignments or trainee reassignment? No?
Not at this moment, but one of the things he does do is dipping into his eat big, lift big cash. He goes and has like 3 or 4 different outfits put together for every member of the stable with like Clan Apex branded clothing. So it's like, you have like a gym outfit for everybody. You've got, like a business casual outfit for everybody. And then you've got like a nice business suit for everyone. And then you've got a formal attire, all in Apex Dragons like colors, with like lapel pins and tie clips, and like basically like going the full 9 yards on getting these gifts for everyone now that he's back in charge, to try and I don't know, maybe improve stable morale and bring people together as a stable rather than have half the stable hating me.
There's mixed immediate results. Linhilder takes to the gym outfit, and as a result of Linhilder taking to the gym outfit, Percival also takes to the gym outfit. But Percival is also 100% into the branded lapelled business suit, for which he gets a custom cravat made with his specialty cravat holder. Surprisingly, Astrid and business casual, she's never really gone business casual before, and now it seems like she's asking the stable tailor to make like 5 more of the same outfit for her.
Nice.
With like slight variations so that, you know, it's not like she's wearing the same thing every single day. But she's upgrading herself from her 2 choices.
Sure.
Hunting outfit and mech warrior uniform, her previous 2.
Yeah, her previous 2 wardrobe choices.
I mean, look, you offer premium DLC skins. I'm going to deliver.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. Another member of the stable took to gym outfit as well, and now wears it 24/7. It's Ro. He doesn't actually go to the gym, but he likes the look of it. He likes the feeling of vitality. You know, he's hitting his late 30s, early 40s. Hard to really tell with him. Sure, he's got that superior clan scientist caste genetic engineering that's been passed down, but you know, age catches up with everybody, and he's starting to go a little gray, and with that, he's questioning his own mortality. He recently bought a hover sports car.
Amazing. With all of his betting winnings.
Well, he's having a midlife crisis, as it were, so yeah.
And like everybody's got on their like their business casual, it's like their embroidered name, like with call signs and everything.
Did you make a set of these for Elizabeth? Because it's been a really long time since we've heard from her.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would have done one for all of the gladiators, and then probably not the like. Well, I don't know. Sure, we'll just buy everything in bulk, and we'll get one for Jay and one for Elizabeth as well.
So like the highest ranking staff, essentially.
Yeah. Yep. Right. The executive staff.
You find that your package to Elizabeth has been returned with a note.
Okay. What does the note say?
Oh, the note indicates that she'll be returning these, given that she has lost the trust of the stable and its mech warriors. She is tendering her resignation as soon as she can find a replacement.
I see.
And she expects that by the end of the season will be the last that we see of her.
Interesting. Okay.
There is a note of bitterness, since you are, in fact, one of the mech warriors that she has lost the trust of. So
yeah, that's fair.
Maybe the note is written as if it was stabbed down, you know, sharply pressed into the pad.
Yeah. A lot of force behind those letters. Okay. So in that case, with that taken care of, I would like to go speak with Jay.
Jay has chosen not to wear any of your clothes and is just wearing the smock of the Word of Blake over technician clothes for dealing with mechs.
It was the principal that counted.
It's true. I mean, maybe Jay will wear them in their private time. Jay is playing a guitar for their cult of Aztecs and other people who work for this stable who have slowly gotten caught up in the spiritual philosophy of Jay's branch of the Word of Blake. It's Message in a Bottle by the Police, played on a ukulele as a solo.
Okay.
And it's slowed down to like 3/4 speed. So it's like, message in a bottle. And everybody's like, message in a bottle. Message in a bottle.
So real cult leader vibes here.
Yeah, Jay's breaking it up at the end. Like, now remember, every man is an island, but only by being islands together can we form a community. All of our hearts are unknown to each other until we return to paradise with General Kabrinski. Go now. Think about these words. Jay is taking the smock off and putting the ukulele in the corner and, you know, putting on gigantic mech tech technician gloves. And, oh, Seth, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
How could any of us be when we live in such a time of prosperity, waiting for our just rewards for faith?
Indeed. I had a bit of a technical question for you, Jay. I was wondering if you had access to gun cam footage for our mechs.
I do.
I was wondering if you could download a couple of gun cams for me.
I'll need to get permission from my boss, but what particular machine are you looking for?
I'd like to just do a clean sweep of the stable. Now that I am stable champion, I'd like to take a look at everyone's performance and, you know, see if there's any, you know, pointers that I can give people.
Okay. It's going to take a while, and that's a lot of footage you'd like assembled. I'll upload it to something called a cloud server.
Why don't you start with the previous match, the one that happened yesterday? Just give me all that, the last, I don't know, call it 48 hours.
Okay.
All right.
Now, Seth, what are you really expecting to get out of this footage?
Basically, I want to see where Varen's mech went yesterday.
You should already know that as a brainwashed Word of Blake agent, the footage you're looking for has been wiped from the machine.
Sure. Okay.
But it is suspicious that a mech that was supposed to be at the range firing did not, in fact, have any gun cam footage. Osmond's mech also has a suspicious blank on it. However, if you do stop to watch yesterday's footage, like the actual match footage, you're pretty sure the opponent is throwing. Like,
yeah, as I have a large amount of experience with that.
Adam Kaseki's mech is trying to move into the fire to make it look more realistic because the throwing is so bad. And now, you know, it's not visible unless you're looking down the gun cams, right?
Sure.
From above, right?
Yeah.
A bullet slightly missing, you know, looks one way, but, you know, when you're like, oh, that was like 20 feet over the mech. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, the crosshairs wasn't even anywhere near Kaseki's mech. Okay. All right. Let's see here.
Are you actually checking anybody else's gun cam footage?
Yeah, not with any urgency, but yes, he is actually also going to watch everyone's gun cam footage and you know, look for ways to improve. But all
right. Alex's gun cam footage, they only have what was saved recently. Like, they don't have access to his machine because it's not here. Apparently he's been just taking his fighter up at night and just barrel rolling until he finally loses stability. You know, like barrel rolling 17 or 18 times in a row. He's doing things like forcing stalls so he can get out of them. But this is not a simulated situation. This is like laying a live aircraft over Solaris City airspace.
Yeah. I'm going, all right, we're just going to go up until our thrust runs out and then fall and hopefully be able to recover. Or, you know, be a giant
this is old
flaming,
school. Yeah. You know, there are instructors for like Cessnas and small aircraft in the 80s who would do this shit. But then people started dying and instructors started dying. Now they have you do it, you know, simulated because that's... They don't actually turn the whole engine off.
Yeah.
Anyway, You have two new pilots, Whiskey and Pixie.
Mm-hmm.
Their gun cam footage is spending a lot of time going on long range flight maneuvers to the eastern side of the continent, and then using their optics to get enhanced visual zoom on women's volleyball matches.
Yeah, of course it is. Fucking Whiskey.
So you have like
Pixie.
12 hours of the latest tournaments
of like DOA volleyball. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Like we'll just fast forward through most of that. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh man.
It's all on company time with company money, you know?
Yeah.
You said everything is bugged? What do you mean everything's bugged? You mean on... Wow! I'm gonna need a roll for that. Okay. I'm
That's
gonna need
a... What? Like training?
Yeah, let's take a look at the Ghost playbook real quick.
Okay.
Do you want to say it out loud, or are we keeping this a secret?
We'll play it close to the vest for right now.
Okay. All right. I mean,
to be revealed at some time in the future.
Let's call this a research roll. So whatever research would be.
I think
that's
research.
Instinct.
Instinct. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an 8 for me.
Okay. Let me just write that down real quick.
Yep.
Okay. No big deal. All right. What else do we got? Any standout gun camera footage? Let me think.
Is there anything that I can absolutely rake Hunter over the coals for?
I don't think so, but maybe Astrid. I'm thinking Astrid is in a Black Hawk Down situation.
Mm-hmm.
You get some gun cam footage of her. You know, she said she was taking her mech out for a nature hike to see if she could do mech hiking, you know, help improve her. And she may have somewhat illegally hunted several boars using her mech.
Okay. 30 to 50 wild boars.
No, just like 3 or 4, you know, enough to supply her with meat for several weeks, right? You know, you get the gun cam footage of like the mech in standby mode, and like she gets out and picks the boar up and, you know, starts preparing it to go into the back of the mech cockpit and that sort of thing, you know? She's bringing one home. This is a scene from Black Hawk Down where they shoot the thing on the beach, right?
Yeah. And
that's her, but instead of using a rifle and a helicopter, she's using a $16 million war machine.
Yeah.
She's using an Abrams tank to do it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you check local codes, this is definitely
highly illegal.
Yeah, she'd get in a lot of trouble. Probably lose her hunting license for doing this.
Okay. We'll just wipe that footage for her. All right, let's see here. I'd like to go search through Alex Hellshorse's quarters.
Okay.
Not really sure what I'm looking for, but just looking for anything out of the ordinary.
All right. As you enter, Alex has not been raised as what you might call an average human being, right? This is a Hell's Horses tanker Sibkin who then got lost in the inner sphere, was forcibly adopted, escaped, came to Solaris, became a aerospace pilot, like, so general social mores don't belong to him. So he has taken dry erase marker and written out something like a journal on his walls.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean marker wall. I mean, like, he's basically defaced the entire... It's going to take a cleaning crew quite a while. He's probably going to have to just be torn down and rebuilt.
Yeah, just tear the drywall down and put new stuff up.
As soon as you enter the room, on the opposite side of the room, you see that there's a eat, pray, love thing. Beneath it is written fight, kill, die. Lots of skulls. The cool 90s S is everywhere as well. And then there's lots of like edgy poetry talking about the darkness of his soul, like how he's torn between not just 2 but 3 worlds. What is my true path? You know, lots of like edgy 17-year-old, like violent white kid whose parents love him a lot but didn't give him that thing he wanted for Christmas, and now he's talking about burning down the school. Not because he really wants to burn it down, but because he's a dumbass and thinks he'll get more attention that way. Yeah. It's also disgusting in here. It is maintained poorly. The trash bin is overflowing. There's discarded food containers everywhere. For some reason, you have 6 towels.
Yeah.
What are you looking for in particular here?
Anything from like the last week that might give me a clue as to where he's gone.
Okay. Make a research roll.
Sure. Ooh, that's a 4. I'll spend one of my points of edge to re-roll that.
Look at this legend here. Who's got multiple points of edge? Who does he think he is?
And that brings up to an 8.
It's the Clan Wolf dice mocking me there with their 5 stars.
That's right.
All right. So you can ask one question, although, do you have cold read?
I do not have cold read.
Okay. Then you get one question about, and yours is there any information about what he was doing last?
Yeah.
You find a receipt for a juice bar that you happen to know Osman Al-Aslan likes to go to.
Okay.
It's pretty unusual. Your boy Alex doesn't really like juice, or in fact anything vegetable related at all. He's a real meat and potatoes guy. Hold the potatoes.
Okay, so I take that, and next I think I'm going to head down to the local HPG.
All right.
And I'm going to send off a message to Clan Wolf in Exile.
All right. So when you get to the HPG, you're treated like a celebrity superstar, right? There are not that many. You're probably the only Clan Wolf in Exile personnel on the planet, which also makes you the only friendly clanner on the planet, right?
Yeah.
So when you get into the Comstar office, it's a world of despair and hurt, right? These are the people who survived a religious schism. Many of them gave up their religion to become a business whose purpose was to help people in the inner sphere. And now they're under attack by the religious people who were once their friends and who have secretly been among them, pretending to be Comstar personnel, but are actually murderous backstabbers who may be using extreme war crimes. Like, nuclear weapons haven't been mentioned, but there are questions if there was a biological attack, if there was a computer virus. These people are stressed. I mean, I'm sure you know what it's like to be in a really stressful situation for like a week, a month. It'll probably be over real soon. It definitely won't go for 2 years, right? There's no way. It absolutely... They'll have it under control soon. Word of Blake will be gone. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, totally.
But when you come in, Like, people are like, oh, it's that guy. We got his picture on the wall. It's so cool. So, like, when normal clan personnel came in here, and even when you came in here before, your messages would be sent, but they would be sent after a local presenter looked over it, made sure you weren't transmitting military intelligence, and then sent a copy of it to the First Circuit for analysis into your personality, handwriting style, knowing everything about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the presenter marshal and the Primus of Comstar would both need to sign off on the message continuing being sent to the Ghost Bears, right? Now, they're like, Felon, we love that guy. He worked with the presenter marshal. Fucked. Man, Felon, what a great guy. Definitely never betrayed the Inner Sphere even once, repeatedly. They are happy to send your message.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Now, how high priority is this, and who's paying for it? Because Clan Wolf in Exile isn't made of money, even if you, as a successful gladiator, are.
Yeah. So I think it's probably like, because what priority 1 is like basically like
priority 1 means it's going to get there tomorrow.
Right, I'm talking to you right now. So it's probably like
priority. That's higher than priority 1. That's where the only way to send that message is if every world between that has 2 hyperpulse generators to send the message in both directions.
Right. Okay. So that's higher than priority 1.
The only person I know that's ever used that is Catherine. So,
I think Focht did as well once.
Oh well, I mean, Focht owns the HPG.
Sure. So it's probably like priority 3.
So still pretty high priority.
Yeah, still pretty high priority. And I'll pay for it.
Okay. I mean, you're still talking. So like a regular lowest priority would be 1 C bill for every kilobyte of information. And since it sounds like you're going to be sending a video message, right? The kilobytes are going way up.
Yeah.
We're talking mega 2 gigabytes depending on. Yeah. I assume Comstar has an excellent compression algorithm.
They better, man.
Yeah, that's their whole business.
This is the universe where Pied Piper didn't, destroy the world, basically.
Wow.
So I think the message for the con is like an update on what's going on here. That a Clan Diamond Shark dropship was attacked and has been is MIA, presumed stolen, because there haven't been any giant wreckages found. And that I have suspicions of suspects, but no hard evidence yet, just anecdotal. And that I would like some assistance here on planet.
Interesting. Now you should know that they don't really have a lot of assistance to give.
Yep.
And sending more people to Solaris is also outside their charter with Morgan Kell.
That's fair.
I'm just letting you know beforehand. It's not that they won't send anybody. You just shouldn't expect a cluster to show up.
Yeah. I perhaps suggest that the Khan should ask his allies for any intelligence personnel that they can spare. Perhaps some of the infamous Wolfnet.
Wolfnet? Possible.
If the Khan has positive relations with the
Wolf's Dragoons.
Wolf's Dragoons.
They don't though. They don't at all. You never you didn't actually read the Battle for Terra at the end of Dark Ages, did you?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so here's how that goes. the wolves somehow both sides get back together, and then they're like, "Hey, Wolf Dragoons, you should come with us. It'll be cool, okay?" Wolf Dragoons helps them win the battle, and then at the end of it, Alaric is "What's up, bitch? Get the fuck off Terra! You're not wolves. You're mercenaries. Here's 30 pieces of silver coin covered in blood. I'm a twerk in front of you. Get out of here, bitch. This is my planet now."
Yeah, but that's hundreds of years from now.
That's what I'm saying, though, right? Like the wolves and the Wolf Dragoons do not get along anymore.
Well, but personally, Felon Kell and Jamie Wolf do get along.
Maybe, but there's this woman named Natasha who abandoned her post, and it was a pretty big deal.
Sure. I mean, that's one way to look at that.
What do you mean it's one way to look? She literally was like, "Hey, Jamie, I'm going home. Get fucked."
Well, because, like...
I think she, like, reformed her unit again, so there were 2 wolf spiders at the same time.
Sure, yeah. But, like, so... As the only blood-named warrior within Wolf's Dragoons, though, she was the only one required to go.
All right.
And her going helped the Warden cause. Like, so really...
Yeah, but Jamie Wolf doesn't care about the
wolf.
Jamie Wolf is not a Klansman anymore.
That's
he
true.
has solidly identified himself as Inner Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Natasha Kabrinski would never say she was not a Klansman. She would die before she would ever say that. Yeah. She's way too Kerensky.
She's way too Kerensky.
She is way too Kerensky.
Yeah.
Her and Ulrich were both like, everyone's like, yeah, they're so super smart and super cool. And I'm like, you know what? They're also filled with pride.
Yep.
All right. Listen. Wolfnet isn't just a intelligence agency. It's a mercenary intelligence agency.
I understand
so
that.
Felon might not be able to ask for information, but he might be able to pay for it.
Sure.
And I believe that Wolfnet is second only to the Word of Blake's super secret ultra plot armor
shadow divisions, or
shadow division.
The Mane Domine, which is awful Latin.
Well, as long as you take the logs, it's split them up.
Yeah. So basically, to TLDR, updating him on what has happened here, giving him my analysis of the events, including my suspicions of Osman, Alex Hell's horses, and Adam Kasecki.
Okay.
And then asking for assistance. And that I would really love a Timberwolf if there's one to spare.
All right. While you're there, you receive a message for you. It's interplanetary, but they sent it through Comstar for the highest level of secrecy, right? Like, no courier is going to get their hands on this one. It is an invitation. So you've basically been blacklisted from the local Hollywood scene via Vimy Diamond Shark's efforts. If you work with him, you can't work with us, basically.
Mm-hmm.
There's a indie film group of Lyran Alliance loyalists who liked it better when it was the Lyran Commonwealth. They don't like the way things are going. And so they're making a film that's basically the Forced Secession War, but as a like a relay race.
Okay.
Filled with allegory and metaphor, and it's very high level, high brow, and they'd like you to play the captain of the Lyran Commonwealth team.
Okay.
Right. So there's lots of not just like racing metaphors and like running and people standing in a line all running together, but it's like echelon looking into the distance in the sun, all thinking about their own personal goals and flashbacks to each of their, and you're rooting for all of the characters at once because they're all so great. You understand that they're in conflict and you want your favorite to win, but you just can't hate the other guys, you know, like that. Yeah. That's the kind of movie it's going to be, where at the end of it, you're like, what really was the point of this movie? Like, I liked everybody and I didn't like that the people lost. I didn't want anyone to lose at the end of this movie. It's just a giant chaotic mess, and they want you to play like a alpha Chad Lyran Commonwealth leader.
Okay.
You know, a real rugged man who bootstrapped himself up to become like, you know, high social wealth, right? He became captain in his volunteer time, but actually turns out he's pretty good at it, that sort of thing. He's honorable, etc., etc., etc. It kind of seems like they mostly want you because you're a physical specimen, but
yeah, like everything that was great about the Lyran Commonwealth all packed into one person.
Yes, exactly. It's like Captain America, but it's Captain Lyran.
Yeah,
Commandant Lyran. There we go.
Yeah, sure. Seth is you know, since he's not getting any media work anywhere else, he'll take this deal for this indie film.
All right, it's gonna be a wild ride. I hope you like running a lot.
Yeah, I'll say it's gonna be a wild run.
Witcher 3, The Wild Run. You spend a lot of time running while thinking about things.
Yeah.
I guess that isn't really that different from The Witcher. Oh, man. What a fucking game, though.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I think that's... Oh, no, I wanted to go to that juice bar.
All right.
I found the receipt for.
I need you to imagine a location filled with nouveau riche, filled with young men and women who have way too much money and lots of hanger-ons. Lots of hanger-ons. You know, every person in here has 6 people surrounding them. You know, there's the obvious protagonist of each individual story surrounded by supporting cast. And then they'll get together to talk for a while the supporting cast develop their own relationships or hatreds. And, you know, the juice is like $12 a glass for like fresh squeezed orange juice for a small glass, like 2 cups of orange juice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All of the waiters they'll probably be waiters, and the people who make the juice all wear the Italian mushroom hats. You know.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yes, with the large band around their forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all very pretentious.
Jesus.
When you enter, the Maitre D says, "Excuse me, sir. Do you have a reservation?"
I do not.
Well, we do have some openings here. Can I have your name to put down on the list?
Yes, it's Seth Kabrinski.
Is that the Seth Kabrinski?
It is. The Gladiator?
Yes, Gladiator. Not class 6, though. And that, just to be clear there, I can't do it very well, but that was clicking his tongue.
Yeah.
Dismissively, as if how dare you bring up you're a gladiator if you're not a real gladiator.
Yeah. If you're not class 6. Sure.
Allow me to show you to your table, sir.
Thank you.
Takes you to a corner booth that has a surprisingly good view of the rest of the facility. You know, there's silverware set out, even though it's a juice bar and they only serve juice. Just so that you don't feel unserved.
Sure.
They bring you over a selection of juices you can choose from.
Take I guess a nice apple juice.
An excellent choice and very wallet conscious. You know, only $10 for 1.5 cups of
only 10 sea bills for a 12-ounce glass of apple juice.
So you can get that apple juice warmed with cinnamon, mulled, you know, a number of different juice bar options to it.
Sure.
Extra pulp, no pulp.
I don't think I ever want pulp in my apple juice.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
you're missing. No, I think you're missing out. You know.
Yeah.
But I've had some excellent apple juice before where they take strips of dried apple and they stick it in there to reconstitute it. And then, like, when you drink it, you get a strip and you can just kind of chew it for a little while. It tastes great. I gotta tell you, I feel like you should try it sometime.
Yeah.
And if you warm the apple juice up while you're doing it, so much better. Cinnamon?
Yeah.
Yes. I think that maybe I might have injected my own desire for a glass of warm mulled apple juice. It's fine, though. You're the one that picked the apple juice, not me.
Yeah. Apple juice is good.
I like a warm mulled apple juice with cinnamon and those strips in it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I'll have to give that a shot. I normally drink my apple juice like cold.
Cold?
Like a cold, like a refreshing drink. Yeah.
Well, around here, we have people who do hot chocolate bombs made out of apples.
Oh, yeah?
For apple, so you're supposed to put it in hot apple juice and then it'll melt. And yeah, it's really, really good. It's actually way better.
Yeah. That actually does sound pretty delicious. So I think he's just kind of watching, gonna see if Osmond shows up. But just kind of getting a feel for the place to perhaps do some surveillance of it at a later date.
Yes. Osmond does show up.
Okay.
He does not have a crew here, but it seems like the Maitre d' knows him enough that he simply walks through without needing a reservation. Sure. And the Maitre d' does not take him to a table. He simply sits at whichever one he chooses. He has some level of fandom here where people recognize who he is and try to get their primaries to go over and talk to him. They're like, oh shit, it's Osmond. It's that super rich, mysterious periphery prince who's also a gladiator. I heard he's going to go class 6. He won't. He's going class 2. But I heard he was going to go class 6.
But I heard he's going class 6.
Exactly.
Okay. So I think Seth will just watch, see what Osmond does, and take a note of the groups of people that he actually gives time to. And then when Osmond leaves, Seth is going to go over to those people and ask them about who Osmond meets here.
I think for the 3rd time this session, I'm going to actually make a research roll on Osmond.
Yeah.
Who does he? Who does number 2 work for? Oh,
it's a 3.
You going to let that stand?
Yeah, I think so. You
start approaching people and seeking to talk to them, and they turn their nose up at you. And after about 2 minutes of this, the maitre d' comes over with a very large man who looks like he might have been an elemental. Yeah. He says, "Excuse me, sir. You're bothering the other patrons. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. We've placed the rest of your apple juice in a takeaway bag."
In a takeaway bag? He just hands me a bag of apple juice.
No, it's obviously in a plastic container in the plastic bag. But
I'm just imagining like a one of those grocery bags with just apple juice dripping out of it.
Oh, no. I mean, the bag is way too big for one small container of remaining apple juice, but it seems like this is their standard size.
Sure.
It says 100% recyclable on the side.
Yeah. I think so. Seth will take it, and as he's leaving, just if there's a recycle bin to put it in, he just drops it in there as he's walking out the door. All right, so this will be
as you leave, the maitre d' says, "Thank you for recycling."
This will be a spot that he'll come back to.
Well, you're known here now.
Yeah, sure.
We'll see. They do know that you're recycling primary green initiative. So
yeah, I'm Seth's 100% in favor of recycling. It's the clan way.
That is definitely true. All right, so as you're walking down the street heading back to the stable, you pass several large posters for the Solaris Centurions in their upcoming match. Is there anything else you want to do before your personal match?
Let's see. I don't believe so. I think I've covered basically everything that I wanted to get done. I do. Okay, yeah. So we'll go ahead and go through to the match.
All right. Your opponent has sent their machine over, with the understanding that you will be piloting your inner sphere machine.
Sure. Yep.
They are piloting a Perseus P1B type.
Perseus P1B.
So this is the Super Orion developed by the Free Worlds League recently as a replacement for the aging Orion design.
I gotcha. Interesting. 2 large pulse lasers, a Gauss rifle, an ER large, and an anti-missile system. Okay. Ooh, only 8 rounds of the Gauss, though. But
this is Solaris.
Yeah.
If the fight lasts 8 rounds, somebody's dead.
Yeah. That's like most of the time in a Solaris Gladiator match, you really only need 1, maybe 1.5 tons of ammo.
Don't mistake this for the battlefield, kid.
All right.
You sit down across from new host of the Solaris Nights program, Ernst Dieter Mueller, who welcomes you warmly. And there's a banner of Clan Wolf in Exile hanging next to the Lyran Alliance banner, but like it somehow has managed to be half an inch lower. Like someone added like a little invisible tape to make it hang a little bit further down.
Yeah, of course.
Subtle. It's subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you for joining me, Star Captain Seth Kabrinski. That's right, audience. I'm not afraid to say it. We here at Donegal Broadcasting Company and at Solaris Nights are not afraid to go up against Clan Media. Clan Media wants to silence us and tell us in the inner sphere who we should be calling Kabrinski and who we shouldn't. I believe that people who have names should be using those names. Star Captain Kabrinski, thank you for joining me today. And might I say, what an honor it is to have a Kabrinski on my program.
It is a pleasure to be here. I am glad that you are standing up for your freedom of speech.
We were just waiting for corporate to align their principles with the rest of us. I always believed in you.
Thank you.
Star Captain Kabrinski, what is your plan going into today's match? Obviously, you and your opponent have had some talk. Their talent agency put out notice about the upcoming match that you would be piloting your catapult.
That is correct. As is my custom now, I offer my opponents the option of facing me in either my clan mech, the Ebon Jaguar, or if they would prefer, I would pilot an inner sphere mech, which I have my customized catapult, K2.
Are you worried that your opponent has superior long-range firepower to you?
The Gauss rifle is a powerful weapon, but I believe my extended range PPCs are more than a match for it.
What about the ER large laser and the large pulse laser?
The large pulse lasers don't compare in range to what I am fielding, but the ER large laser is a sufficient backup to the Gauss rifle should I stray a little closer than maximum range.
You feel that you have the kind of battlefield control to offer maximum range?
I believe so. I have a movement advantage over him. I'm more agile. I have jump jets. I'm faster. I believe that my ability to control the spacing between us will be the determining factor in my victory today.
Let's talk about armor. You may be faster, but your opponent has about 15% more armor than you.
Well, 15% or not, it all depends on where you can land your shots. And I think I've shown myself to be a precision marksman.
All right. Let's take a step back from the match and talk about local industry.
Very well.
I think you know that Wollonga Enterprises is on the rise here on Solaris, and it's very difficult for any particular company to take a forefront with such a loud cacophony of voices.
I agree. Wollonga Enterprises and I have had a productive partnership in the last several weeks. They have sponsored a lot of my repairs, and I have been their voice on shows such as yours.
Very well. Then let's move to a more personal note. Were you at the wedding of one Mr. Nicholas Sokolov?
I was not. However, I do wish Mr. Sokolov and Lady Zhongfei the best and nothing but happiness in their new marriage, I believe is what it is. We do not have such customs in the clans, but I understand it is quite common for...
Not even remotely true, actually.
I mean, people don't get married all, like...
Oh, no, the clan marries you.
Sure, yeah.
No, I mean that literally. The clan chooses who you get to marry and how many kids you get to have. So
yeah,
anyway,
correct.
That's us talking above the table.
Yeah. And I think that they will find it.
As you know, we here at Donegal Broadcasting have a long history of standing behind Comstar and the HPG network. And I wanted to know how the sick, unmoral, terrorist actions of Word of Blake have been affecting your personal life.
Well, obviously, the interruption of HPG services is something to be taken very seriously all across the inner sphere. The Word of Blake is a fanatical religious organization that seems to have lost their way somewhere in the betterment of humanity that was Blake's vision. All
right. Final question for you today. We get a lot of rumors at the DBC about clan super weapons. There are ridiculous rumors about genetically engineered super smoke jaguars that are definitely non-canon. Things like that. Machines that elementals can pilot that are like miniature mechs. Obviously a total farce. I wanted to ask you about the rumors that Clan Ghost Bear is developing a new super warship with which it will be able to engage multiple battleships with.
Well, if such a warship were to exist, it would certainly give the Ghost Bears a step up on their competitors in the naval aspect of war. But do
you believe it exists?
I have not seen or heard anything that would give credence to such rumors. So no, I do not believe it exists.
All right.
But as you know, Ernst, I've been out of contact with the Ghost Bears for several years now.
But you are a clans person.
I am.
You may not have the inside information on Clan Ghost Bear, but you would have some idea of whether a clan could pull off such a clandestine operation. I mean, deception has never been part of the clan playbook, yes?
That's true.
Hiding such a ship would be nearly impossible.
It would take probably their entire clan's resources to do so.
Impossible. Clearly, but I'm glad to hear it confirmed. Why are you laughing, Seth? I said above the table.
Yeah.
I hate this storyline. You know that I do, right?
Yeah.
Every single time. The Ghost Bears are like, they were like, all right, we're going to let the wolves win everything. Maybe we should have a second set of heroes. They'll get partial victories. We'll call them Clan Ghost Bear.
Just marginal victories around the edges.
I like Clan Ghost Bear. I like it a lot. But I fucking hate how they get handed so many ridiculous things. They're just like, you know what? We don't need to let them win on their own merits. super warship. It just happens.
Yeah, like 3 of them.
It's like it's like the helicarriers from Captain America. I'd be like, there's no way Pratt and Whitney were like, so you need 12 super giant engines for these 4 each for the helicarriers.
How big were those turbines you wanted? I'm sorry, what are these for?
Just each one of the the fans were multiple layers deep, right? And each one of those fans would have needed a semi to transport it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Listen, I'm not saying there aren't secret weapons that have been developed throughout history. I'm just saying most of the time people have noticed it and spread a lot of rumors about it ahead of time. It doesn't come as a surprise to everybody.
Yeah. What are you going to do, though? So they've got to get their entire clan to the inner sphere somehow, and instead of being like, well, we'll just put everything on a bunch of smaller ships. It's like, no.
I would have just hired the Snow Ravens to do it. They literally have the lift capacity.
Yeah, well, they did in a way, because the Snow Ravens were the ones who built the Leviathans.
Yeah, technically.
So, but.
Man, Snow Ravens, talk about the opposite of Ghost Bears. A clan written to lose constantly, quietly in the corner.
Yeah, just getting absolutely kicked while they're down. Oh, man.
All right.
Does Ernst have anything else?
He doesn't. That was his last question, was the ridiculous rumor about a clan's super weapon.
Yeah.
Let's not tell him about the Paragard Zalman.
Yeah. Or they went... less armor, more guns.
A lot more guns.
Yeah.
Instead of armor, let's just make it out of guns.
Yeah. The Paragon Salmon, which is the Warthog A-10 of battleships.
All right. Your opponent makes his entrance. We're talking it's not WWE, WWF.
Okay.
Early 2000s. There's a Jumbotron, big screen. For the folks at home, it's just being displayed directly on their televisions. Desert, giant rock, moonlit night with slight clouding. And then it's like stop motion, like someone appears, but they aren't moving. Then flash, they appear, but they're closer and they're obviously walking. Flash, closer again. They're not wearing a shirt. They have a necklace with a crystal on it. They're wearing tight leather pants with a belt. They have black hair that comes down just to the bottom of their face. Asymmetrical amount of earrings, and a lot of them, and then like one dangling earring as well. Mascara, whatever it's called. Something?
Mascara?
No, guy liner. There we go. Guy liner. Very pale, almost vampiric. And then he starts doing some Chris Angel mind freak shit. Bishop. And then you hear like someone else seductively whispering, Bishop. And then it does like the bio for him, like former ComGuard member, Bishop. He left the ComGuards after losing his faith. Now he wanders the deserts of our minds, seeking solace in the night. Bishop.
Very nice.
As it ends, the Jumbotron explodes and he walks out of it like, Bishop. It's all it's like a combination of the wrestler Sting and the movie Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah, very nice. With some dashes of Chris Angel mind
freak. Yeah, I mean, he just has good hand motions,
Yeah. So Seth's entrance is back to his the strength of the wolf is the pack.
Okay.
The strength of the pack is the wolf. With like, on the Jumbotron, like snowy hillside with forests, like a full moon, wolf howls.
I knew the wolf owls were coming. I was ready to do it before you even said it.
And then like drums and like long tribal horns, and as Seth's mech comes loping onto the battlefield, there are like 8 to 12 holographic wolves like running next to him, and he like skids to a stop, and then they all like condense down into one wolf, and there's one last like long wolf howl, and then he's ready to go.
All right, perfect. Senzawa's gonna write a song about this one. Let's get our dice. I'm gonna use one Comstar and one Free Worlds League die.
That is a 9 for me on choosing table sides.
That's terrible. Have you considered rolling lower?
Well, I thought about it, but
I got a 7
against it. I will take the Western Gate.
So popular.
Yep.
I've placed.
Okay. I have placed. That's a 7 on my initiative roll. All right, cool. Where are you going?
I'm done.
Oh, I cannot make quite that jump, so I've got to go there. So that is only a movement of 2 for me.
More than 22.
Yeah.
Way more, like closer to 30.
Yep.
7.
10. I got 19.
Sounds about right.
All right, what you shooting at me?
Gauss rifle, near a large laser.
Yep. Let's see what Bishop's got.
Gauss rifle is a miss. ER large laser is also a miss.
Okay. So firing back 2 ERPPCs. 2, 3, 4, 5. 19 is long range. So 9. Looking for 7s. Or no, 6s. Right? 6, 7, 8, 9. No. 7, 8. Yeah, 6s. ERPPC number 1 misses. And ERPPC number 2 also misses.
Perfect. Then your mech overheats and shuts down.
Nope. I'm if I'm just firing the PPCs, I am 100% cool.
I got a 2.
Wow. That's a 5 for me.
Classic. A catapult standing against the skyline.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And let's see. Gonna jump here. I have 13.
Yep, for me. I'll do Gauss Rifle, ER Large Laser again.
Okay.
That's a miss. That is a hit. Center torso.
Is that the
ER Large for 8.
For 8? Okay. I forgot to check my armor beforehand. All right, we're good. All right, I will fire back with 2 ERPPCs. So 7 minus 3, looking for 4s. Wow. First one misses. Second one hits center torso for 10. Might have been worth edging that first one, but
okay. Both of you hit each other's mechs. The announcer is like, "Oh my goodness, the match is underway here finally." And Bishop is just like,
the pain. It's what makes me feel alive, Seth. What about you?
The thrill of battle is what pumps the blood through my veins, Bishop.
We're like opposite sides of the same coin. I'll never be able to see things your way.
I can promise there's much more pain coming your way, though.
7.
That's a double 1, but I will choose to win initiative.
Wow, look at this guy. Look at this guy. I never should have written that power into the game. The players use it way more than I ever get the chance to.
Yeah, this is true. Is there somewhere I can jump? Nope. That I can get the benefits of a hill? I don't think so. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And I believe that's 11 between us.
All right. As you begin to move closer, Bishop goes,
This closeness between us, it reminds me of the closeness I once had with my family, sitting over our Giovanni brand rice cooker in the days before pain.
Is this dude advertising mid-match?
yes, he is. Like, as he says that, he raises one of his weapon arms that has, like, Giovanni written in cursive script down the length of it.
Perfect.
Look, I want to be really clear here. This guy was like a perfume model sellout.
Yeah,
I want to make sure that was super clear.
Amazing. I fucking love this dude.
His fans are people that like Kardashians or Kanye West. Same general brand.
Yeah.
7.
We got to do shooting for this round.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled then. You're right. We do have to do shooting. What's our length?
11.
Very well.
Specifically just out of range of your large pulse lasers.
That's fine. It's still medium range for my other weapons, so.
Yep. I'm okay with that.
Right. I got the numbers. I did the math. Nope. Once again, the ER large laser, only thing happening. Right arm for 8.
Got it. I will fire back with 2 ER PPCs. Let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I believe we are still looking for 4s. That hits left arm for 10.
Sure.
And that will also hit just barely left torso for 10. And I believe that's a piloting check.
You'd be right if he wasn't so unstable. He needs a piloting check just to keep his life on track. That's a failure. Someone go ahead and spin his edge.
Sure.
That's a success. See, I told you he needed the edge to keep him on track.
Gotta keep it together, Bishop.
All right, I still have my 7 for initiative.
Okay, yep. That's a 5 from me. Let's see here.
It's nice to have finally won initiative and had it stick.
Jump to right there. Getting rid of my hill cover. Damn you. All right. Firing away with... Yep. Firing away with 2 ERPPCs. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking for 3s. That will hit 10 points left torso. Second shot hits 10 points right torso.
Goss, ER large, obviously. So Goss is going to hit 15 points right arm.
Okay. That's internal.
No critical. And then ER large right torso for 8.
Got it.
So that'll be enough for both of us to have to make a stability check, which he barely passes.
I'm solid. All right. That is a 6 initiative for me.
8.
Okay.
I have you now. Can't get any closer, but I do have you.
I will jump up to here. I think he's
X's.
Yeah, well, but I think he's got to move to be able to see me.
Is there something black and cover? There's only one high walls between the two.
But it's none of these here.
Oh, does it cut through that? Then
yeah, it cuts through this one here. Blocks. I'm equal with this level 6, basically. Yeah, there you go. There we go. I got 7.
I got 7 as well.
Okay.
You're the man who killed my mentor, Zilia. I'm not here for revenge. I just feel sorrow. And as he says that, his makeup is running as like 2 perfect tears run down his cheeks.
I'm going to let fly with an alpha strike.
Sure.
So the ERPPCs are at short range now. So they are 2, 3, 4, 5. So looking for 2s with that. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I think 8s for the SRMs. So ERPPCs first.
Your first SRM will have the anti-missile system.
Okay. So that is right arm for 10. And then another right arm for 10. Does that still have armor?
Yep.
1 point. Damn. Okay. All right. First SRM pack. Misses. Second SRM pack will also miss. What's in his right arm? Anything good? Yes, the Gauss rifle is in his right arm. And it has, 1 point of armor left? I am going to spend a point of edge to re-roll this, to re-roll mine to hit.
That's your second and final point of edge, correct?
Yeah. Fuck.
And it just came up the exact same, correct?
Yep. I was worth it though. Because that would have blown off his arm if it would have connected.
Yeah.
So
I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling it. The tide is turning.
Your voice modulator is still on, by the way.
I did that last night too. Guys, I may be bad at production. All right, I'm gonna go with Gauss rifle and 2 ERPPCs.
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry, what?
I said ERPPC. LPLs, yes.
Yeah. Gotcha, okay.
It's like when I called Awesome and Atlas for an entire match, apparently. I've been mixing up confusing things a lot lately.
Sure.
I'm sure it's just my brain slowly dying. I blame the Switch game ever since the puzzles began.
Or that just put your brain on burnout.
Yeah. Okay, DOS. Wow.
Ooh. That's a good time for that. It's a good time for that, too. That'll
Left arm.
For 8 or 9?
9
pulses. 9. Got it. You probably don't build any heat, do you?
Nope.
Yeah. All right.
This is not a well-designed machine.
4.
6.
All right. Let's see here. I will jump. All right. Leaping backwards. Left torso is where I want to hit. Or right arm. That'd also be good. Is he just going to stand still?
Not if you've moved 10 hexes away.
Actually, it's exactly 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you moved out.
Yeah.
Well, wait a second. That'll still keep me in LPL range.
Yeah, you're just at long range.
I was thinking
LPLs.
9 hexes, but that's medium lasers and SRMs.
Yep.
How's your heat doing?
I'm at a 5. And if I alpha strike, I'll build another 5.
Yeah, but you can't alpha strike unless I move into range.
Correct.
And I also doubt that I can tempt you into purposely overheating.
Probably not.
He moves here.
Okay.
He should be unable to be seen.
Yep. I believe so. At least I think that's how that works. It makes sense to me.
Yes, it's because this is 3 levels higher than him.
Yep.
Don't worry. YouTube comment section will tell us. 9.
3. So let's go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, wait. Before you do that, I feel like obligated to mention you're moving as if these are Fortis, Texas, and they are not.
No, I'm not. I'm not counting these.
Okay.
Trying to get any terrain advantage.
We're just moving really, really weirdly.
Yep.
All right. Seven hexes.
Yep. I'm going to alpha strike.
Sure.
So that's 2, 3, nothing. Short range for the PPCs, long range for SRMs. So that's so I'm looking for 2s and 6s. That's 10 points center torso. And 10 points left leg. SRM pack 1. Hits. What's your reduction from AMS?
-4.
-4, so that goes to a 6. So that is 2 missiles hit. First one goes right arm.
That's eternal.
No crits.
Yeah.
Second one goes left torso for 2.
Okay.
Second pack will hit with 3 missiles. First one goes right arm for 2 with a crit.
Okay. That's really bad.
Yeah. Oh, I need 2. Okay. That is a 3-6. That's a Gauss rifle. It's a good thing it's on its last second to last shot. All right. And then second missile of this pack goes right leg for 2. Third missile goes left leg for 2.
Okay. I am going to strike with Gauss Rifle and 2 large pulse lasers.
Got it.
That's 9 damage left leg.
Got it.
That actually hit.
Let me tell you, those Gauss misses have been saving my life.
That does hit. Right torso for 9.
For 9. Got it. Still 6 points left there.
All right. So as the Gauss rifle explodes, he goes,
My head. I want to, but I can't surrender. There's too much on the line. And I've got a surrender bond. If only the chains of capitalism weren't holding me down.
like his crowd, the crowd of people are like, whoa, so deep, man. Commercialism was holding him down. I better buy another t-shirt so people know that I too think capitalism is bad.
Yes, my Giovanni branded t-shirts. Can I win initiative? 9.
11.
All right.
I mean, you could win initiative. You won't, but you could.
Yeah.
If you weren't so bad at rolling. I get it. Not everyone can be a skilled dice roller like me, an expert. Keen eye for talent.
Jump to there and I actually built 1 heat last turn from walking and alpha striking.
Okay. I remain standing.
Okay.
Forgot to roll for that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I may just park there.
Okay.
Need the partial cover.
Does my
yes,
line of sight
partial
go
cover
through?
each other. Right?
I don't think you get that, Hex.
I got defender's advantage though, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Am I wrong about this?
So. I don't
It
think
literally rides.
No,
It literally rides that line for me. Am I looking at it from a weird angle?
Let me. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it catches the very corner there if you do center to center. All right. So that is 2, 3, 4 for your defense. 8 hexes puts me at medium range for the ERPPCs, and I think that's all I'm going to fire this turn.
Okay.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3s. First one will hit center torso for 10. Second one will hit left torso for 10.
That's internal.
2 crits. Left torso. That is a 6-2.
Arch laser.
6-4.
No.
Another 6-2. 4-4. 1-4.
Double
heat sink.
You're large with 2 LPLs. Okay. Surprisingly, that hits center torso.
For 8.
8.
All right, still plenty of armor left.
Miss. And miss.
All right. Pilot check for you, I believe.
I'll tell you who should be checking themselves. It's you.
My rampant capitalism.
He goes down.
Okay.
And at that point, he also surrenders as he's going down.
Gotcha. Probably wise.
I'm not sure you can call yourself a rampant capitalist.
Yeah, no.
You own a small business. It's literally the only form of money you've ever made that wasn't a paycheck.
Yeah.
I mean, you technically own capital. It's just one capital.
Yeah. All right.
I definitely mistitled this episode. I'm pretty sure I just saved it as 108 when it's 107, but that's fine. There's no way this will ever get confusing. When I go to, you know what, I better just do it because I'm going to want to grab your sheet next time. And I'm going to say, oh, it was the end of episode 107.
Yeah. You're going to look for episode 107 and it's not going to be there.
100 and I type 108 again.
It's been a long day.
I don't know,
It's been
man.
a long day.
I don't know. Maybe I should just take a nap or something. Like enter the Odin sleep for a few weeks just to reset. I don't know.
Yep. Get a little recuperation.
All right. Ernst doesn't have any questions for you during his interview. He spends the entire time talking about himself and several ways you can help support Solaris Nights financially.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Make sure that the program doesn't get canceled. That sort of thing.
Sure. And I will. Seth basically chimes in with how his pre-match analysis that he did was exactly correct.
That gets cut out in the broadcast version.
Well, no. That Ernst Dieter Mueller's.
No, yeah, but they don't want you talking.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's the end of show monologue. Right?
I see.
The O'Reilly factor.
Yeah. All right, cool.
You tried to do some spinning in the no spin zone. That's all I'm saying.
I see. Okay.
They don't like spinning. All right. As you're leaving, you are handed a card from a DBC staffer that is being sent from retiree of honor, William Wyndham Williamson III, professor of fine arts. Indicating that he has been touched by Apex Dragons members who have come to see him specifically. What was Salty Maker's character's name? I feel like I probably should have. Punch Clock came to see him in the hospital and convinced him to stay in the media business. So now William is creating a charitable foundation to help recuperating Solaris gladiators who've been injured and aren't sure that they can get back into the arena. They're there to hype them up and to bring media presence back. They're looking to help secure sponsors like Eat Big, Live Big.
I think Eat Big, Live Big, or Lift Big is all about that. Like rehabilitation after injury is one of the cornerstones of a healthy lifestyle.
That's why you're the first one they came to.
Yeah. I would be more than happy to donate some of my time to the Williams New Foundation and improving the lives of injured gladiators.
So these injured gladiators will be obligated for their next 6 matches once they get back into the arena to wear a Eat Big, Live Big patch somewhere on both their mech and their
Of course. Yeah.
Look, there's got to be some tat for tit. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. Yeah. Quid pro quo, man.
Yeah. You got to quo the quid. That's pro-ly.
Yeah. Do you want an entertainment role for that at all? Or?
No, they've covered that. They're coming to you. I wanted you to see what it was like from the other side of the business.
Ah, I see.
They rolled well and they secured you as a sponsor.
Very nice. Yeah, and we'll hopefully see if Carl is interested in doing some promotional material.
We'll talk to him when we can. Yeah,
sure. Yeah, get the big man in front of the cameras. I think as a closing scene, I think Seth is going to go see Elizabeth.
All right.
So he'll knock on her office door.
Her office is the most composed it has ever been. Files have been filed. Binders have been bound. Everything is being put into egg crates. She has got her hair done up into a bun, while she herself is wearing a sort of muted gray business pantsuit. She says, while you've knocked on the door, she says, "Come in, Seth."
Okay, Seth will enter.
What can I do for you, Mr. Kabrinski?
I just came to bid you farewell and wish you the best of luck in your next venture. I know we didn't always see eye to eye, but I believe you were as capable as one could be with the roster that you had.
Thank you.
Any front runners in the search to replace you?
I'm having trouble finding someone radical enough to take this position.
Radical enough. Interesting. There is
I know, Seth, that as a small business startup, venture capital, etc., I may have gained a reputation as a gunslinger in the business community, but I like to think of myself as a no-nonsense, very regular, normal person. And while this experience has been eye-opening, it's clear that if the stable isn't going to follow rules and fly by the seat of its pants, it needs someone who's willing to fly by the seat of their pants right next to them. And I am not in contact with seat pants flying individuals.
I understand.
I'm doing what I can to reach out and find someone who I could trust that also flies by the seat of their pants, a paradox I've been unable to overcome yet.
If I'm honest, Elizabeth, I think you're getting out at the right time.
I don't know what that means, but okay. Is there something I should know about as your boss?
You should probably report Alex Hellshorse's aerospace fighter is stolen.
What do you know?
I'll kind of give her the, that it was checked out without a flight plan. He left the spaceport without a flight plan. Both of those things are illegal. And that, he may have been involved with the takedown of of course, Seth has and I have no evidence of this.
Okay.
But
this is really bad for her because her first instinct is to report this, but she also needs to go through lawyers who will tell her to never, ever admit fault in this situation on behalf of the corporation.
Yeah. He's you know, and you know that doesn't occur to him as a Klansman. He just is like, yeah, you probably want to distance the stable from this.
Understood. You've just kicked off a chain of events which cannot be undone.
I'm aware. I think one of the things Seth is also going to do is he's going to he'll go to Racket and Gamble for this. He wants a lawyer to look over his contract as a gladiator with the stable.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
He doesn't have any he doesn't have any hard evidence, but like everything that he's found points to that somehow Alex Hellshorse's Osman and Adam Kasecki were maybe wrong place, wrong time, but also everything lines up with when the Diamond Shark dropship went off scanners and their gun cam footage has a mysterious blank footage when they were unaccounted for.
But what do you want out of these lawyers? I mean, it sounds like they need the lawyers.
Yeah. Well, so what Seth wants out of these lawyers is he's not going down with the stable when this shit comes out. Like he wants to you know have the
all right. They're going to tell you to build a case, document everything, update your resume, etc., etc.
Yeah. Don't sign anything that says non-compete.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're a Solaris Gladiator. You already signed a non-compete.
Sure.
You're screwed in that regard.
But yeah, he's basically looking for a extraction clause if the Apex Dragon stable goes under due to terrorist activities.
There is no such clause for terror, but you know, like in case of massive financial ruin, right?
Sure.
There's if the company goes bankrupt or something, there is a methodology by which you can buy back the rights to your matches so that you can have a stable income in your retirement.
Well, I mean, I think it's more he's, wants to continue competing.
I mean, there's nothing. If the stable goes down, nothing will change that. I mean,
sure.
You haven't done anything wrong, have you?
Not this season.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Not this season. Oh man, Adam Kasecki is in so much trouble.
Oh man, like he did really like
he fakes his death and he comes back in the third season with a new identity.
Like he did a really great job, like with the mission and the roles for the mission. It's just like
horrific terrorism.
Yeah, and there's like I said, there's no hard evidence that I was able to find against him, but boy, there's a lot of circumstantial evidence against him.
I mean, it'll be the what happened to the Isuro Paucus will be like MH370 or what's his name, JD Cooper, the guy who jumped out of the aircraft full of money.
Right. Yeah.
We may never know what really happened during the Kennedy assassination. It's going right there next to the Isuro Paucus.
Yeah. Years from now, Jonathan Frakes will be on whatever that show was, and he'll go, "Did you know?" Interstellar Operations or whatever that is.
Oh, the Comstar Files.
Yeah, the Comstar Files. Yes, exactly. I that's headcanon for me now. Is that
I love the Comstar Files. It's literally the greatest fake show ever created.
Yeah. That Jonathan Frakes is the host of the Comstar Files in the Battletech.
He's been cloned by the clans. All right. Well, it looks like our episode of the Secret Star Wars group tonight just got canceled.
Oh yeah.
So maybe I won't see you again.
Okay.
For the rest of the week.
Well, no, we still got Thursday.
SnowRunner. Yeah, SnowRunner. How could I forget about that?
Yeah, SnowRunner. I gotta install that and figure out how it works.
That would be a good idea. If you have a controller, it's also much, much better with the controller.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We got the boost from Holmes last night. He said SnowRunner was one of the calmest, funnest games he's ever played.
Very nice.
It's like the Farming Simulator 22 of trucks.
Before we go, after match, since my intern is dead, I'm not training him. I will train with Brody, and I will take the extra XP for.
That's right. I did already confirm he's definitely dead.
Yeah,
it would have been an opportunity to have him show up again with like a bandage over one eye one day and be like, "That's right, I'm still alive, bitches, and I've come back for revenge."
I will never trust any NPC that returns from a near, like even a near death experience.
Oh, Fakir again?
Yeah, never again.
I mean, Fakir literally, Rapier, his final scene, he blew himself up with a rocket launcher. I don't know why anyone thought that this guy was also Rapier.
But
he didn't even act very similar. He just acted like a drunken dumbass. He was strangely good at things.
Yeah.
I said, "This is Rapier," and everyone went, "Yeah, I accept that
cool.
unconditionally,
that
without question."
Yeah, because everybody loved Rapier. He was great. He
had
a
he's
motorbike
dead.
and a rocket launcher.
And now a man is raising his child by faking being him.
Oh, man. Time of Total Warfare.
That was the same episode Kenneth Cross died, so shit got really weird.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. And just remember, when you're thinking of a way to get protein into your mouth, Gio Avanti rice cookers are a way to bring the whole family together.
Nah, man, you got to get that Eat Big, Lift Big protein shaker.
Listen, if you want to get into this market, Gio Avanti is cutthroat, okay? You're going to start finding private investigators crawled so far up your ass.
They'll be pulling shit out of season 1.
So, according to these records, you've been lying about your passport status. You're not really a wolf at all. You're a fire mandrill. We're going to deport you, and in the process, the local Solaris government will claim your business.
Yeah, we're going to have to send you back above the truce line. You're here illegally. Yeah. Like, there's nothing we can do about this.
That is something Giovanni would pull. So
yeah,
tread carefully. If you want to enter the rice cooker arena, you better be careful. It's serious business.
Yeah, I don't have any
primary protein source of 3 billion people.
Rice is good, dude.
It's okay. Right. It's better with stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, guys. Have a good time zone.